Hi, friends. It's that time of the year when I normally uh, give my forecast or give an outlook for the coming years. And I'm doing it about a day earlier than I normally do. It's normally, I put it out on the 30th or 31st. Today is the 29th. But having said that, we're entering a year 2022, which, when you add up 2 plus 2 plus 2, is a 6. 6 essentially relates to the planet Venus. There is a lot of significance, a lot of things that associate itself with uh, Venus. One is Venus is essentially, like they say, associated with women. And therefore, this year, 2022, will be a large focus on women, on children, on relationships. Venus is also considered to be one of the hottest planets, and therefore, there will be a lot of focus on a lot of incidents relating to heat, global warming, and things like that. Um, Overall, 2022 is going to be, from the Indian perspective, a very beneficial year. Um, if I have to look at it to start with, from a global perspective, uh, we normally look at our markets, financial institutions, and like I say, when the US sneezes, India gets a cold. In a lighter vein, of course, I say this. But yes, I definitely see that the US economy is going to be hit very, very hard. You're going to see the US dollar dropping substantially. Um, Associated with that, with the economic crisis that they could very likely face, they're going to be faced with also a lot of floods, fires, which, like I said, is associated with the planet Venus, the heat aspect of it. US would no longer be or stand to be the number one superpower in the world. I think that is going to be, I definitely believe that is going to change in 2022. There is a lot of possibilities of, because of this heat, you're going to see volcanic eruptions, which can take place largely around Europe. I see that in Europe, largely, maybe specifically to one or two countries, and it comes to me with the letter I for some reason, and I'm associating that with Italy. Italy is going to be hit with a financial crisis. There's going to be a lot of job losses and a lot of hardships that the Italians are going to face. Uh, I also see further on a global front, um, possibly the coming together of North and South Korea. The amalgamation, the coming as one nation instead of North Korea and South Korea, it just comes in as one nation merged together. Um, Again, associated with the heat that I talk about, solar energy is going to be the in thing. People are going to start adopting the solar energy power on a very, very big scale, not just in the US or Europe, but it's going to be something which will be um, a global phenomenon. Um, China, on the other hand, I definitely see another wave of some kind of virus originating from there, not as critical or severe as the COVID was, but another waterbound um, virus. It's not going to hit the globe that hard as much as it might hit China and areas around that. Uh, but that being said, China is likely to emerge as the number one superpower in the world. Its economy is going to go very strong. It's going to get closer and closer to a few nations. And in as much as it may seem a long shot, uh, one of the bigger competitors on the economic aspect of life, India, is likely to come pretty close on business association and business relations to China. So, all in all, uh, there could be a financial crisis, there'll be volcanic eruptions, a lot of flooding, yet, overall, globally, could be a fairly average to good year in an overall perspective. Uh, Specifically now coming to the Indian perspective, and you know, to talk about it. Um, Last year, I had actually mentioned to people that it will be a year in the financial markets, a year that we have never seen and we will never ever see again. And I believe that happened. From what was it, around 62, 63? Oh no, it was not 62, 63. It was around 54,000 something. It collapsed and came down to, the Sensex came down to around 25. And then, people said it's going to take 3, 4 years before it comes back. And I said, no, before Diwali, that's October, November, the markets are going to bounce back. And it did. The better part of 40,000 points on the Sensex. So, yes, it was a year. 2022 is going to be a very good year financially for India as well. Maybe we will not. In fact, I definitely don't believe it's going to hit the 40,000 kind of points thing, but I believe we'll be looking at around, at the closure of the year, about 20% top up to what we closed 2021 with. Overall, it's going to be a pretty good year. On a global front, India is going to play and take a major part in implementing concrete measures to fight the global warming. We already have moved in that direction, and I believe it's going to get even better and stronger. Uh, Specifically, again, then when we look at the market, real estate, I said it before that it will pick up. Last year it did, but it's going to bounce back in a big way in the year 2022. For those people who are looking at buying, I think this is the opportune time. This is the right time, because post, I would say mid March 2022, there is going to be a sudden steep hike in the real estate markets. So if you want to buy, this is the time to buy now. Go out there and invest, because what you get today is not going to be the same, say, in March, April onwards next year. It's a good year for a lot of industries, especially industries which are related to, um, let's say, the luxury items, the luxury business, whether it's, when I say luxury, I mean even, the film industry, for example, it's going to have a big bounce back. Okay, there are a lot of people, I'm not going to name them, I don't want to get so clinical in what I'm outlining here, but a lot of people of yesteryears are going to fall by the roadside. There's going to be new people who are going to come and take the limelight, but there will be a big recovery to the film industry, to the television market, to the in fact to the internet space, the Facebooks and Instagrams and all that. That's really going to take a big boom as I see it in the year 2022. People involved in travel business, people involved in the industry of perfumes and gymnasiums, spas, uh, all this is going to sort of take a big boom. There will be a lot of focus on health, and therefore there is opportunities for people who are in the business of consulting, coaching from the health aspect of it. Um, Again, coming back to Venus, because it is a feminine sign, it's a sign of love, it's a sign of luxuries. More than ever, you're going to find a lot of relationships which are built here. When I say relationships, it could be very strong bonding, it could be marriages, uh, it could be divorces, actually, which finally move on to alternative marriages, uh, extramarital affairs, but a lot of emphasis on relationships are going to happen as I see it this year. Um, what else? The cosmetic business also. Like I said, luxury items, in fact, as a general rule, the luxury items, the travel, the spending. So you have to be careful in as much as most people are going to make a fair bit of money, you have to also make sure that you take care of your finances because you don't want it to go, let it loose, right? And having said that, you need to take care of your health because overindulgence in food, alcohol, other habits could create health problems for yourselves. So you got to be careful. And there again, people in the counseling, coaching business are going to do very, very well. So the year 2022, it looks very good, very promising. Investments, like I say, in the real estate market, real investment into the stock market, uh, gold. Venus is related to heat, which is related to the color red, yellow. So therefore, gold is going to continue to do well. It was the other lighter metals which also did well, like silver did well, steel did well, but gold is going to continue to do very, very well in the year 2022. So just keep note of that, um, and be cautious with how you spend your money. Um, I also foresee a lot of court cases that have been locked, have been pending with various courts for a long time. They're going to come to closure. So that's in a way good news for people who have either been waiting for justice or just needing closure one way or the other. That's going to be something to watch. India definitely is on a whew, should I say, I wouldn't say it's that period which I projected last year, but it's definitely going to a phase of what I would say the golden era of India. It's something that is starting. It started actually last year, and it's going to continue. It's going to continue for quite a few years to come. This is a very, very good period for India as a whole. So people in business, senior executives, you can look forward to good times uh, that are going to come your way, right? So that's all in all what I can say in terms of a broad outline about what I foresee happening. Um, there could be some other calamities also which happen um, globally. I see a very well-known, renowned person um, in India who loses his life. I have also seen the assassination of a very key person on the global front, a person of probably European uh, origin. I see an assassination taking place there. I hope I'm wrong, but it's definitely something that I am seeing, along with those other uh, issues that I had spoken about. Now, briefly, if I were to speak about, you know, different numbers, when you talk about, um, numbers, you have destiny numbers, personality numbers, and I'm going to deal with the destiny numbers of everybody from 1 to 9. And for those who don't know how to do it, it's basically adding your date of birth, month of birth, and the complete year of birth. Add all of this together and come to a single digit. That is something which will give you what they call your destiny number. So, if I'm to look at uh, destinies for uh, individuals, if I have to start with number one, in the year 2022, the tide is finally coming in and out for you. It could start finding all sorts of lovely options which will be put in front of you. The big question is, which of these options will you decide to pursue? These are challenges, these are questions that come your way. It's wonderful to be presented with so many choices. All of us get these choices. But to make a new beginning, to keep a clean slate, to make the right decision, we have to think right. But each day is going to be good for you. Eventually, you will need to embark on something new. You will have to embark on something that motivates you, and you will find that this year brings about fulfillment. Uh, for the number two, patience truly is the name of the game. But that doesn't mean that you will be doing nothing but spinning your wheels. That's not the case. This is a sensitive and important year for you when you are going to be adjusting to your recent growth, recent good fortunes, allowing it to sink into you, and accumulating to your new and acclimatizing to your new reality of life, because this is going to be a brilliant year for the number two, right? It's going to be a period when you will enhance your social and romantic relationships. For the number three, life will bring you plenty of opportunities to add something new to your daily schedule in 2022. Perhaps with a move or change in job or something else. This is a great year for learning new things and embarking on new styles in life. So that's number three. Number four, 2022 is a year for you to grow stronger on all levels and learning to acknowledge where you need to help in evaluating your strengths and working on them. While much of the work would be done by you, a lot of people are going to come and help you in pursuing and pushing your goals and your dreams. Number five, you can expect many opportunities and transformations to come your way. One night after another, you will probably be a very different person. Change is the name of the game. But having said that, you must trust yourself. Don't give in to the talk and get persuaded by others. You have to be led by your own mind, your own energy, your own spirit. 2022 for a number five is a time when you would put your arms out, stretch your wings out, and fly. You're going to soar high. For the number six, the year is is a mirror for you, as the year also comprises of the number six. Venus, 6, 2 plus 2 plus 2, as we had said in the beginning. You can expect the theme of relationships and responsibility to be quite heightened in this year. It's time to make a comeback and strengthen those pre-existing relationships that might have been put on hold or been put on the back burner for you. You're going to meet a lot of new people. There are going to be new opportunities, relationships, a lot of human interaction, which is going to be there. New friendships that are going to be built in, because six is a number, of love. So a lot of things are going to happen in relation to, in terms of your relationships. For number seven, 2022 is largely about rest and relaxation. For you don't try to push too hard in life, because you are not meant to start new big things in the physical plane. It's a time for you to now enjoy what you have built up, right? One day at a time, take it slowly, allowing yourself to imbibe everything that you have been able to bring upon yourself in the years gone by, and slowly but steadily open up and spread your wings, because towards the end of the year, you can find things getting a lot better for you. In terms of number eight, a year of power, moves, and manifestation. You can make big things happen. You'll take big strides in 2022. But the person you will impress the most will be by the progress that you can make yourself. There is nothing better and bigger than empowering yourself, taking the responsibility on yourself. There are times this year when you can feel a bit down, but more often you're going to feel larger than life, right? But that's only because you're going to understand and know that you have the capabilities and the ability to do bigger things in life. All right. Finally, we come to number 9. It's a cocooning phase as you leave behind the old ways and clear the ground for a fresh new cycle. You will find great many things leave your life during this year, which is something that you were having difficulty in letting go, be it in terms of people, be it in terms of uh, hobbies, jobs, your living situations, or anything that you have actually outgrown, right? And that no longer suits you, right? So there is going to be a phase of, kind of getting into yourself, introspection, and then releasing the unnecessary from your lives. So, this, my friends, is very, very briefly. I will, in my next video, get into details relating to each number, and put out a video for everyone. That'll probably be around the first week of January when I do this. Um, on a closing note, well, thank you to everyone for listening to this video, and for those who have never had contact with me or been able to see any of my videos, well, I do put out a fair amount of videos on different subjects, which are on my Instagram handle called PARX15. That is PAARX15. PARX, which is also the name of my company, which is into coaching, counseling, tarot reading, image consulting, and a lot of other stuff. Uh, Another way, if you want a session with me in terms of tarot or psychic reading or energy healing, a lot of things, you can get in touch with me on my cell phone. You can WhatsApp me on 9821801956. My name is Christopher Verma, and from the bottom of my heart, I thank you for being my friend. I thank you for your blessings. I thank you for your support throughout the year that we are just about to close. And with utmost gratitude and humility, I say that what I am today is because of you. Stay well. God bless. And here is wishing each one of you a very, very happy new year, filled with abundance of love, joy, good health, wealth, and success. God bless.